Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, feeling an unknown presence in the room, or perhaps being in the middle of an everyday task, when suddenly, you're not in control of your own body anymore. These are the chilling realities for some individuals who claim to have experienced demonic possessions and alien abductions. Our journey begins in the quaint town of Gary, Indiana, where, in 2014, a mother of 3 children reported eerie happenings in their rented home. The family experienced inexplicable phenomena, such as levitating objects and strange noises. But the most terrifying event occurred when the mother witnessed her 12-year-old daughter levitate above her bed. The case attracted the attention of local authorities and clergymen, who, after conducting a thorough investigation, declared it a genuine case of demonic possession. Moving halfway across the world, we find ourselves in the bustling city of Tokyo, Japan, in the late 20th century. Here, a young man claimed to have been abducted by extraterrestrial beings. He reported being taken aboard a spaceship and subjected to various experiments. The man's detailed account, coupled with his unshakable conviction, sparked a frenzy in the Japanese media. While skeptics dismissed his claims, UFO enthusiasts hailed it as irrefutable proof of alien life. In the early 2000s, a small village in Germany witnessed a series of strange events. A young woman began displaying erratic behavior and speaking in tongues. Medical professionals could find no physical ailment to explain her symptoms. The local priest, however, believed it to be a case of demonic possession. The woman underwent numerous exorcisms, and after several months, her symptoms reportedly subsided. Lastly, we travel to Roswell, New Mexico, a place synonymous with alien encounters. In the mid-90s, a local rancher claimed to have been abducted by aliens. He recounted waking up on a surgical table, surrounded by beings he described as not of this world. Despite the lack of physical evidence, his story remains one of the most controversial in UFO lore. These stories of demonic possessions and alien abductions, although different in nature, share a common thread: the encounter with the unknown. They force us to question our understanding of reality and whether there is more to this world than what meets the eye. To summarize, we explored various instances of demonic possessions and alien abductions, from a levitating girl in Indiana to a man in Japan claiming to have been aboard an alien spaceship. We delved into the tale of a possessed woman in a German village and a rancher's controversial abduction story in Roswell. Each case is unique, yet they all pose the same questions. Are we alone in the universe? Is there a spiritual realm that exists parallel to ours? While the answers remain elusive, these stories continue to intrigue, terrify, and fascinate us, pushing the boundaries of our understanding and leaving us hungry for more. Whether you believe in these phenomena or not, one thing is certain: they make our world a little bit more mysterious and a whole lot more interesting. Our journey into the unknown now takes us to the tranquil state of Connecticut in the United States. The calmness of this place was disrupted when a family moved into what they thought was their dream home. Little did they know, their new abode was a former mortuary, harboring a chilling past. The family began experiencing unexplainable phenomena soon after settling in. They reported seeing apparitions wandering the halls, and the nights were filled with strange, eerie noises that sent shivers down their spines. The intensity of the haunting escalated to such an extent it became unbearable, forcing the family to vacate their own home. The tale of this family's terrifying ordeal was so compelling, it inspired the movie The Haunting in Connecticut. If you thought the previous stories were spine-chilling, you're in for a real treat with this one. As we delve deeper into this tale, prepare yourself for a bone-chilling encounter with the unknown. From eerie hauntings to cryptic sightings, our journey now takes us to the late 60s in the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Residents of this quaint town were plagued by sightings of a strange creature. This creature, now infamously known as the Mothman, was described as a large, winged humanoid with hypnotic, glowing red eyes. The sightings of this cryptid were often accompanied by unexplained UFO activity and strange phenomena, instilling fear and intrigue amongst the townsfolk. But the most chilling aspect of this tale lies in its abrupt ending. The Mothman sightings ceased entirely after the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge, leading many to speculate that this creature was an ominous harbinger of the disaster. The Mothman remains one of the most intriguing and chilling cryptids in American folklore, its tale an eerie reminder of the unknown that lurks in our world. Our next stop on this journey into the unknown is the infamous Amityville house in New York. Nestled in the heart of suburban tranquility, the quaint Dutch colonial house on Ocean Avenue held a sinister secret. The Lutz family, eager to start a new chapter of their lives, moved into the house, unaware of its gruesome past. Little did they know that their dream home was the site of a horrifying mass murder just a year prior. As days turned into weeks, the family began experiencing a series of inexplicable and terrifying phenomena. They reported seeing apparitions, feeling sudden cold spots, and hearing mysterious voices. The family's terror escalated when they found themselves waking up at 3:15 a.m. every night, the exact time when the gruesome murders were committed. The haunting became unbearable after 28 days, forcing the Lutz family to flee their own home. Their chilling experiences sparked a media frenzy and inspired a series of books and movies, making the Amityville house one of the most famous haunted houses in America. The Amityville haunting remains one of the most famous and controversial cases in paranormal history. Despite numerous skeptics and detractors, the Lutz family stood by their account, their story serving as a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that may lurk in the corners of our everyday lives. We now travel to the quiet town of Enfield, England. In a modest council house on Green Street, the Hodgson family led a routine life until the summer of 1977, when their lives were turned upside down. Peggy Hodgson, a single mother with 4 children, first noticed strange occurrences in the house. Furniture would move inexplicably, and knocking sounds echoed through the house in the dead of night. The family was terrified, but things were about to get much worse. The situation escalated when Peggy's youngest daughter, Janet, began showing signs of possession. In a chilling episode, Janet was reportedly levitated above her bed, and she started speaking in a deep, gruff voice that was distinctly not her own. The terrified family sought help, and their pleas reached the ears of renowned paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens took interest in the case and traveled to Enfield to investigate. They documented a series of strange phenomena, including moving objects, levitation, and even instances of Janet speaking in tongues. However, despite the Warrens' claims, skeptics argued that the events were staged and the children were merely playing pranks. The Enfield Poltergeist case continues to be a topic of debate among skeptics and believers alike. Whether it was a genuine case of paranormal activity or an elaborate hoax, one thing is certain: the events that unfolded in that little house in Enfield have left an indelible mark on the world of the paranormal. Our journey now takes us to the haunted grounds of the Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. This imposing structure, once home to some of the most notorious criminals, now stands abandoned. But if the chilling tales are to be believed, it seems the prison is far from empty. Visitors, brave enough to venture into its cold stone corridors, report hearing eerie sounds, from whispers to the clanging of cell doors, echoing through the empty halls. Shadowy figures are often seen moving in the peripheral vision, only to disappear when one tries to take a closer look. But it doesn't stop at visual and auditory phenomena. Some visitors have reported a far more disturbing experience. They claim to have been touched or even pushed by unseen hands, the icy grasp of phantom inmates perhaps. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the Eastern State Penitentiary is a chilling reminder of our past, a stone testament to the darker side of humanity. Its spectral inhabitants, if they do exist, serve as a haunting echo of the lives once lived within its walls. As we delve deeper into its history, we might just find the truth behind these ghostly encounters.